about to start heading to the track, and I just want to take a look at the spark plugs because I noticed the engine was kind of breaking up last time I took it on a rip. Not anything serious. Whenever you start to have spark blowout, it doesn't feel like anything real crazy. It just kind of feels like just a slight miss while you're in power. So the car's still pulling, still accelerating, but you start to just kind of feel like just a little bit, just literally like feels like the smoothness is just breaking up, and that's where I guess that expression comes from. So I got these out, and these are 4644 spark plugs. They're a BKR7 NGK. Okay, so it's 7 is the temperature, so it's kind of a cool plug. It's what a lot of guys use, but they're at about 35 thousandths right now, which is like stock gap. So I'm gonna tap these things down using my little feeler gauge here, and we're gonna get it down to around 20 thousandths. All right, so we got them all adjusted down to about 20 thousandths gap, and that's only about 15 thousandths less than they were, and that seems insignificant, but it definitely matters. Once you start making more boost, it's a lot harder for the arc to jump that little gap, and we're still on a waste spark ignition system, so we need those things to be tight, so we got the spark we need whenever we need it the most under these high boost conditions. Greetings, folks. We are en route right now to I-30 Dragway. Matt's in his Hummer, I'm pulling the Lexus, and we're just going out to do a little bit of racing. We're not planning to really change a whole lot tonight, just try to smooth out the tune. I think we can get a lot more, get our ET down quite a bit just by tuning, basically, without changing the boost substantially. So we're going to be going for that. I plan to reduce the brake pressure going to the rear brakes with my little adjustable proportioning valve in hopes that that will help minimize the one tire fire that we're having in the burnout box. So I don't know if that's a realistic expectation, but it's something we're going to try. We don't need a whole lot of rear brake pressure anyway, so we're just going to cut that down a little bit and see if that helps. We're meeting our buddy Robert from Force Performance, actually, out there. He's going to have his CTSV wagon, and it runs a pretty close time to what the Lexus has run before. So he's called us out. He thinks he can beat us, so we're going to do the best we can to prove that he cannot in his big giant wagon. But we'll see how that goes. We got a full bottle of nitrous. I just tightened up the gap on the spark plugs. We'll be at the track here shortly, and we'll see what we can do. So Robert, for my camera, will you explain what's going on with the Cadillac?
Okay, so this is a 2012 CTSV. It's a 6.2 LSA blower, reinforced brick, 2.35 upper pulley, 1050 cc ID injectors, a flex fuel kit, and an exhaust system, and that's what's modded on this car. Well, it's got the Michelin rear tires on it still. So yeah, there's a limit to what kind of 60 foot you can do with that.
So we got Robert Young's CTSV wagon out here. It's a wagon. It's got the big back, big booty. And he's gonna be going up against Ursula today.
You know, Ursula's out here doing what she do, baby.
So big event, big shootout tonight. It's been super packed. There's been a fist fight in the back. Police, ambulance, running all over the place. Right now it is 9:49, and we are just now getting in the staging lanes to make a pass. We were kind of hanging out for a while. Okay, well, we're running testing tune now, so we're gonna get a little bit of chance here and see if we can make something happen here. I haven't told Robert our huge Achilles tendon, which is the ability to stage properly with the nitrous and make it all work. So what my plan is, I'm gonna do 2 burnouts, 1 for each wheel, and I'm gonna have Matt helping me orchestrate that. And then I'm going to pull up, go 2 bulbs in, and power brake with the nitrous switch off. Scoot it in once I got a little bit of RPM, just kind of help the engine speed come up a little bit. And then hit the nitrous switch right at that point. So that way, I mean, it's gonna be a full tree type deal. So that way, we'll have a little time to spool. Ah! Yep, put your damn phone away. I think you're underestimating my shitty red car. Yeah, we'll see, buddy. Tech guy's telling me I'm gonna lose. man, let me get that AC going. Man, we did that, baby, yeah! She was cooking! Yeah! Let's see what we were in. That was fast. Woo! New personal best, baby, 747 at 94.9 miles an hour. Yes! That was a 175 60 foot too. Oh, baby! My girl putting in work! Dude, that was a race!
That was.
Man, that was dead nuts.
I couldn't tell you who won. I don't know. I don't think it's.
You know, I'm not sure either.
Yeah,
I think I did.
It was rear right there.
I was celebrating like I did.
I was trying to catch you.
It was so close, dude. I know, I just kind of snuck out just a little in the beginning.
I had the traction control off and I was spinning.
Yeah, I won. You're 7, right?
Yeah, 7.
Yeah, I won by 0.05 seconds.
0.05, good.
Woo.
What did we run?
You ran a 763,
okay,
and I ran a 747. That's our fastest pass ever.
All right.
At almost 95 miles an hour for us, and you ran 96.80.
Oh yeah, that's about the most mile an hour it'll do.
Really?
Yeah.
And this thing's probably super consistent, huh? As long as you don't
consistent
spin.
other than the launch. The launch is just all over
Oh shit,
the place.
I didn't look at your 60 foot. I mean, it must have been good. You were right next to it.
What was reaction time? Did I trade you?
0.19 was you, 0.29 was me. Nah, we both sucked. You did tree me though. Yeah, you went a 186 60 foot.
Okay, that's
hey, at least we left to get. At least
good on the street on the Michelin.
Dude.
Pilots, that's pretty good.
Hey, man, nothing wrong with that.
Right on, man.
Sweet, we'll cool them down a little.
Yeah,
and
cool them down, do it again.
Hey, baby.
you see that?
Got another one.
Hey, my man.
New PB too.
New PB, mile an hour.
Almost a full second faster, or a full 10 faster.
Dude, that was a record mile an hour and ET.
What'd you run mile an hour?
94.94. That's almost 95 miles an hour.
Faster than the. Yeah.
Ooh, dude, it felt so perfect, bro.
You staged it perfect, dude.
It was a 1.7 something.
You staged it perfect. Whenever you rolled in and it just hit the nitrous, I was kind of like, but it left. Just
our
like
reaction,
it needed to, dude. It left just like it needed to.
Both of us had a pretty sorry reaction time. He could have probably beat me if he just cut a tree, but it was close, dude. It was 0.05.
I know, it was a great race.
0.05 seconds.
Like, in the video, I'm like, oh, I think he's got him. I think he's got him. And he's like, they both light up almost at the same time. Man.
That was awesome.
Nice, man.
Man, that was epic. It couldn't have been better, honestly.
That couldn't have been any closer than that. I mean, we're just bang right there at the end.
Yeah.
Hey, man, that just means your turbo works real good.
Yeah, I mean, Robert wins either way. I mean, either his car wins or his turbo wins.
Well, with 4,500 something odd pounds and 96 miles an hour means that this is 630 some odd wheel horsepower.
Yeah, I believe it.
So you're doing better than that.
Yeah.
Hey, tell us what you're doing here, buddy.
You guys sell these at the concession stand? I don't.
Y'all missed the show. It was a little dirtier earlier. Wow, bro, you got a safety pin for them hoes or what?
Hey, it's all about safety. But he's looking good. He's looking good.
Round number 3 of the shootout. Need you to the line.
All right, now that I got my sweet pants on,
3 of the shootout. Need you to the line, please.
we're good to go.
3 of the shootout. Need you to line 5 and 6, please.
There's so much going on at the starting line, so we don't have a bump box, right? So I'm power braking with just the gas and the brake with the nitrous master switch off. And then I scooted in using the foot brake to get 4 lights and then immediately turn on the nitrous and let it start building boost. And I was just a little bit slow to turn the nitrous on.
So we didn't have as much power coming out of the hole. So that was definitely a shittier 60 foot. They made me put these pants on because there's an NHRA event tonight. I guess I should be wearing pants. And I should know this, but no one's ever really told me before that that's required, especially running like 7s. Like, I'm not very fast, but evidently the tech guy was real worried about letting me go without pants, so he gave me these goofy sweatpants to put on to make a pass. But car felt great. Just Robert got out of the hole better than I did, and he took the W. There it is. Nice. It's probably the pants weighing me down that did it. Yeah,
you got any idea?
I haven't looked yet. You got out on me pretty early, like right off the bat. I didn't sit on the nitrous long enough, or as long as I wanted to, because I don't have a bump box.
I was trying to let you have plenty of time to stage, man.
I know. But so I tried to just replicate what we did the first time, but since we don't have a bump box, I gotta like nitrous switch off, and I just power brake it with the foot brake. Yeah. And then scoot into the four lights, and then turn the nitrous on.
Yeah, it's a
and
lot
I was
of
just
steps.
Yeah, so I was slow to get the nitrous on. But I mean, yeah, you got out real quick on me that one. Let me look at your 60 foot.
I was drag racing that time.
Yeah, that was way better. And I mean, the cars are so equally matched as far as like acceleration.
Yeah.
So once you're out, I'm just looking at you the whole time, and I just can't.
That's what happened to me. You got you 60 footed me, and I was just like,
it's like dead. I mean, I bet
I need 500 more feet.
So on our last pass against Robert, we noticed the car felt noticeably slower. The mile an hour was down several miles per hour, and he was just walking away from us a lot more than we observed in the first very close race. So I assumed before this pass, we turned the knock up 1 degree on the big end, trying to see if we could just squeeze a little bit more out of it. And I just assumed we probably hit a little bit of knock, and the Mega Squirt retarded timing. I got it set to retard pretty aggressively whenever it detects knock, so I just kind of assumed that's what happened. So I was able to confirm that. So looking at the log from that run, you can see I got a couple of key things pulled up here. So in the white here, base spark advance, that's gonna be what the timing table is telling the Mega Squirt to do. And then we have MAT retard, which is manifold temperature retard. Then we have knock retard, which is any retard it's gonna do when it detects knock. And then we have our spark advance in green. So spark advance is what it's actually doing. So you can see here on this part of the pass, there's no retard happening because of manifold temp or knock, and these two numbers agree. So if you scoot forward a little bit more on the pass, you'll see this red line shooting up. That's our manifold retard. As the manifold temps go up and up and up, they're over 200 degrees at this point. It starts to pull timing. You see it pull 2.8 degrees because of manifold temp right here. And then you'll see this yellow line. This is our knock retard. So it's pulling 5 degrees here at the very beginning. It pulled 6. Now it just saw a tiny bit of knock, but again, I have this set very aggressive. So it takes a lot of timing out all of a sudden. And that was just for the initial tuning. I didn't want to damage anything while we were getting things set up. So it aggressively pulls 6 degrees for a little bit of knock, and it's at 2 degrees for manifold temperature. And you'll see as we keep going, this number right here, this red line, just goes up and up and up and up because the manifold temperature is getting hotter and hotter from the boost. So at one point here, we're at like over 9 degrees retarded. And you can see our green number here. So our white number is what we're targeting, which is 18.3 degrees. And we're only getting 9 degrees of timing through here, through this part of the pass. So we're like targeting 17 and getting 8. So we were literally, most of that pass, we were at like half the target ignition timing. So I do think I can scale back those features a little bit. If we set up the knock retard to just retard a couple degrees for a little bit of knock, then it should get it back in a safe range, but still allow the car to make power. And then our manifold, our intake temp, I can probably scale that way down, because honestly, the problem with intake air temp is that it causes knock. So this is really a little redundant to have like super aggressive manifold retard and knock retard. As you can see, it killed power on that pass. So the exciting thing is I can kind of dial back the knock control a little bit and the manifold temp control a lot. And we'll be able to make way more power with the car on its current boost level without really changing anything else. Also, another thing that I've considered, we're having a really hard time being consistent on the launch because we're using nitrous on the brake to try to bring up the RPMs. And the idea behind that is that the nitrous will help spool the turbo so we can leave on boost, but that's not even really happening. So even sitting on nitrous on the brake, we're still only making maybe a couple PSI, and we still have to use the nitrous for like the first, 2 seconds or so until we hit where the boost starts to come on. So really sitting on the nitrous in the staging lanes, I don't think is very beneficial. We're using a lot more nitrous and we're making our launches a lot more inconsistent. So what I think I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna get draggy in the car and I'm going to set up so that the nitrous comes on after you get off the brake at the launch. So basically so we'll get on the brake and just floor it without nitrous. It'll probably go up to like 3,000 RPMs, if that. And then just as soon as, I'll be using two-step too, and as soon as we come off two-step, we'll have the nitrous come on there, so the spray will start hitting right out of the hole. And I think we'll use less nitrous this way. And I also think we'll have much more consistent numbers at the end. I mean, at the end of the day, we were wanting to compete with this thing at Import Face-Off coming up this fall. But we're not gonna be able to compete if we're running super inconsistent passes over and over again. We're gonna probably be in some sort of index class there. I don't think we'll be fast enough to do any like heads up style racing. So I need to make the car more consistent. Even if I have to up the jet on the nitrous to 100 shot, I still think we'd use a lot less nitrous doing it that way rather than just sitting on it while we're staging. So if that's something I'm gonna experiment with also. Should be getting a new diff for the car. More info on that coming up once I'm able to get one here, but hopefully that's what we'll be doing next week, is putting in a diff with limited slip and different gear ratios. But that is going to do it for this week. Appreciate you guys watching as always. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.